Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynic Alex, and today I thought I'd switch it up for you guys. We have a new mid-month patch coming out soon. It's just been announced today, or maybe about 24 hours ago for people in a different time zone watching this at a different time. But it's announcing 5 new Tier 2 characters, 2 of which have already been talked about or released with the details, Ghost Rider and Hulk. So I'll give you guys my take on those 2 characters, as well as my predictions for the other 3 characters and what it can mean for the game moving forward. Now, before we get into it, I do want to check my luck with the item shop. Debris Boys, here we go. Oh yes, Papa needs a brand new bag. Debris Boys. Alright, let's go guys. Let's get this trending. Hashtag Debris Boys. Alright, enough of that silly stuff. Here we go. So, we're getting 5 new Tier 2 characters. It's pretty interesting, I'll say right off the bat. It's pretty clever of Netmarble to release this before this event is over and before people have been able to put, a safe bet on who is best to Tier 2. By releasing these extra characters, it kind of maybe messes up the playing field, adds some more potential contenders. People might feel like one ticket is not enough. It could incentivize people to maybe throw some cash out there, splurge, get another ticket so they can use the one from this event plus an extra one. I think the timing is just too coincidental to be accidental. Sorry to sound like a bad rapper, but I think they're doing this on purpose, guys. But, tinfoil hat off. Let's get into the meat of the potatoes. So here we go. We are getting a Tier 2 for Ghost Rider, because nobody uses Ghost Rider, so they want to make him usable. Let's find out what he does. They said that his Tier 2 skill is going to be called Repentance, and it's going to apply an increase in skill damage, an increase in bonus damage, a decrease damage taken from supervillains, and an increase to damage dealt to supervillains. So it's kind of a mix between War Machine or Iron Man's Tier 2 and Malekith's Tier 2, which is an increase to superheroes and a decrease in damage taken from superheroes. If we look over here, I can't even show you yet. I don't have them at 6 stars. But anyways, it's kind of a mix between those. But unfortunately, the state of the character is what it has the biggest impact on whether or not this Tier 2 is going to be useful. And well, the state of the character is that there is no character. Ghost Rider is basically useless. There is no boss or game mode that has heavy fire damage, for which Ghost Rider would be like invaluable. He has fire immunity, right? He's immune to fire damage. So when you go against him with the Destroyer level, you'll see that the meteors don't do any damage, and Destroyer's fire beam doesn't do any damage or does very little damage. So Ghost Rider is cool in concept. Obviously, he looks cool. Obviously, his skills have really cool animation. It even gets even better with his uniform, but otherwise, his character just sucks. No iframes, not damage that's not that great. He is very easily buffed up with a fire generator like this one, or an obelisk that has fire damage, as well as Red Hulk's leadership, which gives bonus fire damage. But I mean, that's so niche, and Red Hulk isn't even that great of a character either. He does do really good DPS, but again, iframes, no healing, no shielding, all of these things are missing from the kit, and that makes the character subpar at best. And this Tier 2 doesn't address that at all. It doesn't give him iframes, it doesn't give him healing, it doesn't give him protection. How is he going to stand up to Thanos' big balls hitting his face? He's just not, guys. He's just not, and we just can't have that. So I'm giving, tentatively, I'm going to give Ghost Rider's Tier 2 status a D. Alright? And that's not pun intended, guys. Get your dirty minds out of the gutter. Alright? Next on the list, we have our main man, Hulk. Now, I love... Whoops, wrong Hulk. I love Hulk, guys. I hated his Maestro uniform. Obviously, he looks like a fucking hippie with that uniform on. Get that shit out of here. But, his medieval Lord of the Rings, thank you for the Dimension Rift, Chinese characters. His Lord of the Rings roleplay LARPing uniform looks badass. The World War Hulk is a badass comic. You guys should read it. And yeah, I really love Hulk as a character. However, For whatever reason, Netmarble has not been able to translate the character correctly from the video games and the comics and all that stuff into this game specifically. He sucks. No iframes, or iframe on one skill, but which he doesn't even have with this World War Hulk uniform. He loses it, and otherwise just pretty lackluster. Unfortunately, as you guys are going to hear in a second, his tier 2 is kind of the same as Ghost Rider. So let me list it out for you. Hulk is going to get something called Gamma Overload. Sounds like bullshit overload to me. With an X% chance to proc when hit, so it's not on all the time, but it will have a pretty high chance to proc when he gets hit, which is already sounding garbage to me. But let's hear it. So when new tier 2 Hulk gets hit, there is a chance that he will suddenly gain an all speed buff, super armor and all defense buff, and a physical attack buff with a cooldown. So it will proc, let's say it lasts for like 8 seconds, then it has like a 10-second cooldown or something. So it could last pretty long. It could be, on for maybe 70% of the fight. But the thing is, Hulk is not going to last that long anyways. He has no way to crowd control. He has no way to heal natively. He has no iframes. He has no shields. So what is he going to do? He's going to get smacked. He's going to get a little bit tankier. And then he's going to get smacked and he's going to die. Again, there's no protection against big blue balls, big black balls, balls from heaven, big pillar dicks. So it really just means that the character will die less quickly, which is not something you want to invest in. They need to give more. And it's funny because even Netmarble admits in the patch notes or in like these patch hints, Hulk has no CC skills but strong and short animations that deal good damage. Okay, but you can't deal damage if you're dead, so it doesn't really matter. And as we've seen with other characters that got these kinds of tier 2s where they get super armor and just like kind of things that sound cool but really have no use in game. Like, I mean, Venom already has super armor. Did you guys know that? No, because Venom sucks. So it doesn't matter. Hulk is still gonna suck after this tier 2. I'm sorry. I want Hulk to be great. Don't get me wrong. I love Hulk, but he's not. So that's my kind of like rant, my thoughts about that, guys. Then we have my predictions. And I just have one really strong prediction that I'm kind of sticking with because I think it would be really cute. But I have another one that I'll give out to you. So my first one is that we're going to get the rest of the Hulks. And why? Because we only have 3 more Hulks. We have, of course, She-Hulk, who's kind of unfarmable. So that's good. They don't want to just have a bunch of tier 2 characters who are farmable. They want to be kind of cheeky with us. Netmarble likes to be cheeky. Then obviously Amadeus Cho, again, not really farmable, so harder, but maybe he has a better tier 2 than Hulk to really get the Dimension Debris Boys, the Debris Boys all salty over Cho getting a better tier 2 than the original Hulk. But then here's the reason why this list ties in the best for me and makes the most sense thematically. It's that if they give Red Hulk his tier 2, it makes perfect sense why they originally paired Ghost Rider and Hulk. It's kind of like a hint, because Ghost Rider and Hulk, don't get me, I mean, unless I'm wrong, unless I'm missing something from the comics, Ghost Rider and Hulk don't have anything in common. They don't share any kind of like world or any kind of like skill or whatever, but in the game, of course, Red Hulk ties them together, because Red Hulk is part Hulk, part Flames. So it would make sense that Red Hulk was the next one, and then if you have Red Hulk, regular Hulk, Green Hulk, and Ghost Rider, who else would you have? Now, maybe they're doing like a fire poison thing, so they'll have like Angela and Green Goblin. That's my other thought, because Green Goblin also switches from poison to fire when he gets his uniform, and green is kind of the color of poison, and obviously Ghost Rider is fire, so there's kind of a theme going on there, but that one's a little bit weaker than this one. And Red Hulk is a pretty unused character, and so is She-Hulk. She's only really used for her leadership, and I don't really see Amadeus Cho used much, so it seems like they're trying to target a bunch of characters who maybe have a lot of fan support and who are liked by a lot of people who play the game, but who can't invest in them because they suck. I don't know if Cho and any other tier 2s that they're going to release later will still suck with their tier 2s, but at least from what I've seen in Hulk's tier 2 and Ghost Rider's tier 2, if the other ones are the same, they're all going to suck. So what I would recommend, guys, my only recommendation for this video, or my only kind of advice for you guys for this video, is hang on to that tier 2 ticket that you get from the Shirag event. hang on to it for a little bit longer. I have a feeling we could get one pretty OP tier 2 out of this mid-month patch to kind of tide us over before the next, proper content patch. Netmarble might put in something interesting there. So maybe wait a bit more, be a bit conservative and see what comes up. And hopefully they do release something good so we have someone else to consider to use this free ticket on, guys. So I'm really curious what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments, hit me up on the Reddit, tell me what you guys think about my thoughts and about this mid patch and these tier 2 characters, who you want to see tier 2'd, and what they should really do to fix Hulk. Alright guys, so happy to talk to you guys, love it, and if you like what you see, guys, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care, boys.